Good evening, crypto miners. We are back for our third AMA for today here on Twitter Space. That's cool. And we have Alex here today again. Hi, Alex. He can't talk yet. Soon. Today we are gonna know more about this project called GYMAI. AE. Oh, I can't say that properly. Hi, Alex. Help me out, please. AI, right? Can you hear me, guys? Can I get a thumbs up if you can hear me? Can you not hear me? Weird. North, you can hear me. Thank you. All right, we'll wait for Alex then. So GYMAI. Let's see what they have for us today.
Finally, can you guys hear me?
There he is. Hi, Alex.
Hey, how's it going, Mary?
Hey, all fine here. How are you?
Awesome.
How's your Monday?
Oh, you don't want to know. This is the this is the 8th MA in a row, and I have one more right after you guys, and I'm done.
8? Oh
Yeah,
my God. Working hard, Alex.
yeah, has to be done, Mary. I mean, I wasn't expecting this, but due to a discrepancy in the timings, basically, you got to do what you got to do. So, yeah,
That's
this
true.
is where we are.
That's true. So as you know, Alex is a spokesperson. He's hired to speak for this project. He's not part of the team, right, Alex? Or are you this time? No?
No, no, that is correct. Still, I'm gonna call myself a contractor, if I may. Although
Contractor,
I
of course.
pretty much, I don't know if that's the proper term, but that's pretty much how you would refer to someone that gets hired to speak on behalf of projects. AMA, community host, VC, moderator, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
but definitely not a part of the teams. I've said this. I had the opportunity to join teams, but I don't know, man. Not for me. Not for me.
you don't have time. You talk too much.
I
Like
would,
me.
yeah, but I mean, maybe I would make some time. It's just that, I mean, for someone like me, if the project goes well, it's okay. But if the project doesn't turn out as expected, and it's not only in regards to the team and the project ideas, community and market trends do impact that a lot. So if it doesn't go according to plan, I don't know, I kind of feel responsible for it, and yeah. Plus,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't have the expertise.
And while you're at it, we will say that we do not give any financial advice during this session, but we wish to give you more knowledge about this project, and that's where Alex comes in. He's going to present it to you guys, and then you have to do your own research as usual.
Oh, 150%. Definitely. Thanks for adding that, Mary. Whatever I say in the AMA, I mean, my purpose here is to clearly emphasize and showcase the vision, mission, utilities, everything put forward by a team of well educated and trained professionals. Um, but I mean, I don't want to influence you guys in any way, right? If you feel the project is good, definitely be, let's say, be accounted for, right? It's
Yeah.
as any investment, it has and it bears its own risks. So yeah, if you don't know that by now, you're probably gonna learn it. That's crypto.
Probably. We all learned it the hard way, right? So, and I'm still
Yeah,
learning
some we did.
sometimes.
Oh yeah, likewise. I'm learning as well.
Or maybe I haven't learned. Whatever. So let's start the AMA. So tell us more about Gym AI. What is it? What does this project do for our crypto space? How can it help us?
Hopefully in more than one way, actually. To start off in the proper way, I'm gonna probably have to say, besides the hello, good evening, good afternoon, thanks a lot for having me yet again. Always a pleasure to be here. You guys are more than reputable by now. Uh, I believe at the moment, I would say top two, maybe top three if I'm missing anyone. Twitter Space communities in which I would always go back
You mean
because of
number
the
one,
quality.
Alex?
Not maybe there are
No, I'm
listeners.
joking.
There's another one in which I actively do Twitter Spaces. So not to. I'm gonna say
I
you're
think
both
I
number
know
one.
which one. It's our partner, I think.
I don't know. Are you partnered with Dwellcoin Talk?
Yes, we
That's the,
are.
oh, there you go. Okay, then it makes sense. I can actually name them. They are the only other community in which I've hosted Twitter Spaces. The others, I don't know. Maybe people are more familiar with Telegram, or
Yeah.
as always, the I'm gonna say the screwed up thing. Um, you can only join via phone. So, and yeah, there's been a statement from Elon that he's not gonna change that. I don't know why, but
What? When?
a couple of days ago, I've read he was invited to some tech stuff. I don't know exactly. And I read an article. A lot of people have been complaining. Um, and I mean, he didn't actually put it directly. It's never going to happen. But it said it in something like in the foreseeable future, this is not a change that we want to do. So
Hmm.
I don't know what he does
All
know.
right.
But yeah, it is what it is. Maybe it's Elon Musk. So I mean, he says something today, he does something else tomorrow. So fingers crossed, guys.
Everyone, send him a message. We need to change this now.
What would be ideal? But still, I prefer at the moment to have it like this because it segments your market, right? Some people might say
Yeah.
it's losing traction for communities such as yours and also Whalecoin Talk. Personally, I see it as a bump in your reputation, basically, because as I've said, you are the top two right now. I don't even know if there are others that are doing this at this particular level. So yeah, I know it's a bit of a long intro, but you guys always have kind words, towards me. So I wanted to kind of, let's say, pay the favor in addressing a couple of statements in regards to what I think crypto miners became. Because I'm probably for the past year following you guys. Super small at the beginning, if I recall correctly. But again, uh, look at where you are right now,
We're
and you're not
growing. Yeah,
stopping.
we're growing.
Yeah,
Nope.
definitely good stuff. So
You're always welcome here, Alex.
oh, and I joined with pleasure. I wasn't aware, honestly. I wasn't aware until an hour ago that we were having an AMA. I knew it was a Twitter
Oh.
space, yeah, but I didn't know with whom. And because I tend to kind of go with surprises, I was like, okay, let's see who it is. And then
Okay.
the marketing contact said, hey, are you ready for crypto miners? I don't know, man. Are they ready for me? Something like that.
Always. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So again, sorry to the community. Just wanted to say that I really appreciate being here. And with that in mind, talking about GYMAI, a already launched project, right? I mean, that's probably one important factor to kind of put forward. They finished their fair launch. They are live right now. Utility is being put forward as well. And what are we talking about here in terms of team? I know teams play a very important part. Uh, in I'm gonna say the decision making of investment or not. Uh, I do agree with you guys. In the field of crypto, experience put forward in the proper way tends to be an important key to success, right? A decisional factor. So when it comes to this team, I would say well educated in this niche, the cryptocurrency sector, of course, and not only because they want to adapt and implement something that, again, we've seen over the past probably 2 or 3 months as a trend, the artificial intelligence bridge over the blockchain. Um, but through a healthier lifestyle, some opportunities, some learning courses, some upcoming potential sponsorships and partnerships if you are in that particular niche. Project, of course, developed, as I was saying, and maintained and managed by three individuals. Mike is the CEO of the project, John is the developer, and then you got Malcolm, the incubator and marketing support contact. Uh, as I've said, I mean, not to kind of overstate and to create another impression on them, but I feel that they are well educated by looking at how they pushed this particular project forward, and how they treated the relationship with me. Right? They established a clear mission for GYMAI. a globally used application, right? There's no target audience here. There's no market segmentation. They want to be adopted basically by as many people as possible, uh, and help them understand, even at a different level, if you're already well intended in the area of expertise in which they are activating themselves, to understand those habits, gym activities from whatever stage you feel you are, right? Beginner, intermediate, or advanced, I don't know, bodybuilding stage, whatever. Um, in general, there tends to be a barrier. People think it's so easy, everybody can do it, going to the gym, lifting weights, or it's too hard, I don't know where to start. Even so, through their vision, they will try to kind of bring you guys together with the project, right? In terms of a practical way, uh, if you were to start right now, you're thinking, man, I should probably, I don't know, lose this belly fat, or I gotten into a lot of KFC lately. I don't feel well. I want to feel better. So a lot of times, even myself, included here, for the past 2 months, I'm going like, man, come Monday, I'm gonna start hitting the gym again. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna be active, right? Enough with the chit chat, enough with the fake promises. I've been to the gym so many times over the past year, so maybe I would understand a bit better what to do. But if you're a newbie and you don't know where to go, you want to start exercising, what do? You go on YouTube. Typically, that's the best way to research. But you see, on YouTube, you're going to see a lot of professionals, a lot of big dudes. It's going to take years to reach uh, even 50% of that level. So you're thinking either that's too complicated, I'm just going to quit. I don't understand this dude. Or maybe this is not for me, but still, I don't know, man, I'm going to go to the gym another day, because you're maybe too lazy, or you're not feeling the mood to do the research and understand. So the main purpose, even as a mission for the application that they want to develop, is pretty much to give you in one bag everything that you would need to start off, without requiring that particular yearly subscription or monthly subscription, or even paying for a fitness trainer, right? Before we digress into the utility, because I don't want to be, like talking to myself. I know, Mary, you probably have some questions. So this is in a nutshell what they're putting forward on the market as we speak.
So, as I understand, it's an app that can help you then maneuver these things like training, food, and everything. Isn't that
Pretty
correct?
much, pretty much. But there are a lot of apps right there. I mean, on the space, and on the even on App Store and Google Store, and every store
Yeah.
that can download. They will focus on integrating that particular artificial intelligence, even bot for Telegram that can create routines, and even in the application, their AI will kind of, I'm going to say, interact with you and you interact with it, so that it can recommend the proper routines, customize the meal plans, help you adapt and improve your lifestyle according to what your end goal is. That's what I feel they actually come from a different angle. Because you can find a lot of fitness apps right now,
So
without the
it's
shadow of
like
a doubt.
a friend, a training pal that's
Mm-hmm,
gonna
mm-hmm.
help you. Like, so say, Mary, you didn't train today, and then an alarm is going off or something.
Either an alarm, it's up to you, or a push notification, but that's pretty much what it's intended to do. Now, when it comes to at least the bot that I was referring to, it's a AI powered bot that will support with your routine on a, I'm gonna say, 12 to 24 hour, depends on how much you end up sleeping, right? If at all. Um, that I feel is a constant factor that people kind of have, right? When it comes to training in general, finding that particular time slot, right? What do I do on a daily basis? Okay, so I eat, I sleep, I have a lot of work to do, I spend time with the family. I cannot find the proper time. So that's pretty much what this particular bot can support you with, and suggest pretty much an informed decision making process, right? To help you adapt to a better training approach through some
So
commands.
let me ask you, do you know when they started to like develop this app or train it, or because an AI bot or app needs to be like feeded with lots and lots of information to be better and better. That's my understanding anyway.
100%, you are correct. Definitely, you must feed it in proper information and constant information, which is why it's never going to kind of stop growing or developing itself because you do, um, as I've said, you kind of customize it as you go along and add
But
even more
but
information to the database.
does it come then with a like a basic is it the same for everyone, the basics, and then you do train it yourself then by your
Um,
commands or
it is and it isn't. So let me, I'm going to say, virtually walk you through. You register through the
yeah, all right.
application, right? Imagine you have the application right now, and the start is going to be the same for everyone. Depending on what your input is, that's when the pretty much the AI is going to kick in and start to digress depending on what you actually input in it. It's going to ask you again, maybe you guys don't know the BMI, the body mass index. You can calculate it online, but you can also calculate it within the application itself. Height, weight, activity level, how familiar are you with hitting the gym? Like, have you ever, let's say, did you ever go to the gym? Is it your first time? You're an experienced dude, and or male or female doesn't even matter. Gender, of course, because it will recommend exercises and activities based on gender. It won't actually recommend the um, let's say the heavy stuff from the beginning, and then once it comes to your goal, that's the most important thing. What would you like to achieve? Because let's compare ourselves, Mary. Maybe I want to actually bulk, right? Bulking means I want to eat like crazy so that eventually in 6 months from now, I'm going to stop eating and I'm going to start shredding that particular fat so that I can actually incorporate more muscle. And you, on the other hand, you're thinking, you know what, I'm okay, I just want to maintain. And that particular moment, the AI is going to step in and say, listen, Alex, you want to bulk? Here's a meal plan, first of all, because that's bulking, where you're going to end up consuming anywhere from 6 to 8,000 calories a day. People are thinking that's a lot. It's not. For a maintain, for someone like myself, you would need 2,500 maybe. So 8,000 is definitely a lot, but you want to bulk, right, in the fastest way possible. For Mary, if you want to maintain, if being a female, you would need like 1,900 per day. It would say, you know what, 1850 is probably where you need to stay. The important factor is that it's going to recommend you how to get there on a healthy way. Because 1,800 calories, I don't know, I think a Big Mac or something like KFC has that in a like a burger. So it's going to tailor the recommendations even on the meal plans according to you. Assuming, let's say, Mary, it recommends you eating turkey, I don't know, or fish or chicken, and you end up being a vegan, you don't like meat or you don't eat it, you're gonna listen, no meat, and it's gonna rethink and recustomize that particular meal plan according to other good protein sources to kind of suggest instead of chicken you can eat, I don't know what you can eat. It does know, I don't know. Instead of beef, you can eat this,
Beans
and
maybe.
yeah, beans, cheese, eggs, and I don't know, something like that. Pretty much vegan protein, if I may call it like that, because it's another source of a good one of protein. So that's pretty much where the AI is going to kick in, but you kind of need to let it know. On a weekly basis, for example, my goal was to lose half a pound, for example, I don't know, 1 pound. I did end up losing that. It's going to continue to suggest exercises tailoring to the same needs, meal plans and routines tailoring to the same needs because it's working. If you don't like it, or maybe you feel that the X exercise, I don't know, squats, deadlifts, I don't know, bench press, incline bench press, decline, whatever. You feel that it's not working for you, it's not helping you reach that goal, eliminate it, customize that routine, let it know, and it's going to regenerate based on the database that constantly gets improved. It's going to generate a full uh, or half different plan, so to speak. Depends on how much you want to change. Um, that's why I've said in other AMAs as well, this particular area of expertise where these guys are trying to solve a bridge and also add an educational point must benefit, and I feel it benefits the most out of the artificial intelligence the current development that we see.
Yeah, all right. And what is this the thing, the app, or is there some other things that this project involves as well?
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
they have a token, right?
indeed, and I'm pretty sure your next question would have been application AI bot. How do I integrate the token in that? That's
Yeah,
probably one thing.
exactly.
It does make sense, right? Or maybe let's say, why should I actually purchase the token? To put it in a different way. Um,
Yeah.
I would put it this way: the first incentive was offered even before we started with the AMAs to every referrer from the fair launch. Just to let you guys know, top 50 were awarded. Pinkcell has now a referral program, and the top 50 referrers from the fair launch got to win prizes on the token side. The first place got 250K, second place got 180K, third place 100K, and fourth to 50th place 10K tokens each. Distribution, of course, of the prizes is going to be done on the 30th of March, just to kind of let you know up front. And then why should you use the token itself? Well, think about it this way: you're happy with the application. Now, if you make this application free, you kind of feel like you've developed so many things, but you're not gaining any benefit out of it aside for gratitude and compliments from the people that are using it. But you're trying to be a brand, a business. At some point, you want to obtain sponsorships and partnerships with bigger guys that are operating in the same niche as you, and you guys can help each other. So with that in mind, there are some basic stuff in the application offered, some basic meals, or let's say some basic plans for the next week, or challenges that support not supported. Uh, I'm feeling a bit dizzy right now. um, Suggested, not
Have a
supported.
sip of water, Alex.
Yeah, suggested. I was going for suggested, but I felt like supported is, yeah, suggested by the application itself. Now, to reach those particular, let's call them premium features, there will be a requirement for you guys to hold a token, um, or maybe purchase that particular content itself. Now, again, it's a one-time purchase. So if you, for example, purchase a meal plan for the next, I don't know, 30 days, the application, AI based, of course, has generated this meal, and it has a success rate of 95%, basically meaning that people that have the same goal as you have used it from the past. It did the research and it feels it could help you better. You can obtain that by, I don't know, paying a certain amount of tokens, something like that. So the main use case of the token is to fully integrate it in that AI mobile application, and to make it the native payment currency, of course. There will be rewards as well offered in the token, but the goal for these guys when it comes to, let's say, monetization, volume is going to come and go from a chart. That's only natural. It does operate like that. Uh, their whole plan wasn't actually intended to make a huge pump. Organically grown, it's pretty much what's intended these days. Not that the market would allow anything else. But then when it comes to the token integration in the ecosystem, it's probably going to be responsible for everything that there will be. Um, I know that there was a discussion, probably it didn't actually get to be implemented, about staking. At the moment, still probably only a discussion, but definitely the token is the main payment currency used for the application and for pretty much every piece of content there that will require, let's say, a premium adoption, right? At some point, these guys have a plan to incorporate sponsorships or partnerships with other bigger entities. And for you to, let's say, have a full access to that particular documentation, you will then need to either be a holder, or purchase it with a one-time payment, or depends on what they want to put forward. But that is pretty
So,
much the vision. Yeah.
so do you get like, because there are like step to earn and sleep to earn and do whatever to earn, so is this like a gym to earn app? Do you get
Um,
tokens for doing things, or did I
not.
understand wrong?
No, not really a gym to earn. It's pretty much, let's say, content offerable, uh, adapted to the blockchain. Now, you are correct. I was probably gonna move, let's say, to the next part of the um upcoming utilities. on which, although limited information as we are right now, because I know this is the next thing that they are going to release, there's a upcoming gamification, if I may call it, of the entire system, which of course is going to be integrated at some point on a metaverse development. Now, a couple of things that I would like to mention before we kind of move forward. The rewards in the application are going to be only based on some activities. You are, I'm going to say you're 75% correct when you, with your statement, Mary. It's not typically to earn, right? But it does give you that particular opportunity as well. The logic behind this one is, first of all, to help you adopt a healthier lifestyle, right? Giving you content, giving you education, explaining to you why X is better than Y. But then when it comes to the, sorry about that. When it comes to the earning side, there's going to be specific activities that will actually allow you guys to earn. These guys want to actually incorporate some challenges as well. Like, I don't know, work week 25, there's a challenge for, I don't know, 5-minute a day training. And you do that particular training, you register in the application. And at the end, a random, let's say 10 people are going to win a reward, or 20 people, or so on and so forth. They want to integrate a leaderboard as well, but for the leaderboard, it's going to be hard to track exactly the activity. They have a couple of ideas, but I'm not going to mention that right now because it would open to a discussion in which I don't have the full answers.
Yeah, and I mean it's hard. I mean, lots of people are trying to cheat on stuff like that to win rewards and not train maybe. How can you manage that or monitor that?
That would probably be, I mean, to put it on a larger scale, although right now, still at a tentative discussion level, they would like to have, and I know probably the perfect company, and I'm sure they know, a VR integration on the application in which you can interact directly with the exercise. And, from there on, if there is such an opportunity, then there's pretty much no cheating left to be done. And I'm sure people are not going to engage in cheating using a VR. Again, if it even is possible, right? That's why I've mentioned that at first, those leaderboards and those competitions that are going to be implemented are going to be on a random reward side, right? Don't think about it like long challenges for 30 days or 60 days, or they're going to try and make things fun as well. But in the end, rewarding, because that's pretty much what we all, or what we achieve from crypto. Aside for education and technology, we're in this business to make money, right? So yeah,
Yeah, true.
that's what they want to achieve. Yeah, I would say that's probably a long-term aspect plan with what I've mentioned on the VR side, if it even is possible. But I know that they are tackling this subject very, very serious.
So the app is already made, right? That it's already there. How did they fund the app? Do you know that?
You mean the initial
Yeah.
development stages?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, the developer itself is let's say, an inside friend, if I may call him like that. That's how he actually kind of got um, attracted in the project. Mike was actually brainstorming, not on the let's say third party contractors. Within his close circle of friends, he was trying to figure out, can something like this even be built? With the AI and with suggesting people this and that and keeping them on the go. It's 4 o'clock, Mary. You need to hit the gym, or you haven't been today, or your goal is to eat 75 grams of protein. You're at 50%, whatever the case might be. Giving him ideas, and that's when John kind of stepped in and said, you know what, I believe we can make something like this. These are my ideas. They started to discuss, and one thing led to the other, and there you go. You got two people working on a project already. So it was kind of an inside thing, but everything, let's say money wise, was supported by the team itself. There was no private fundraising um, to the fair launch. No private, no nothing like that.
I mean, it is like a modern Tamagotchi, right? Kind of.
That is probably, how I use that as an example. For you guys to understand how do they expect the interaction with the AI part to happen. If you guys ever owned a Furby, That's exactly how it would be, right? A Furby was a small toy which you could pet, talk to, and it would actually, again, it was limited because it could only reply to certain keywords once you learned those keywords. And that was the fun thing. You didn't have an instruction manual letting you know, say this and it's going to say that. You had to talk to him constantly and learn what does it react to. And Furby was, I don't know, 20 years ago. I would consider that the first era of AI. That's what the bot is
Oh
doing
yeah,
as well.
okay.
And it's learning to adapt depending on what you tell it to, or what you would like it to do. But yeah, let's say more of a modern Tamagotchi, only that it doesn't have the option to die, right?
You never know.
Of course, yeah,
It's
until
us
proven
who's
otherwise.
gonna die now if we don't eat or train. I don't know, Alex, are we up for some questions from the audience, or did you have something more to cover first from the project?
I mean, honestly, by looking through the, I don't even know if I should look through the notes because we had a lot of AMAs. Um, Probably what I would like to mention is one separate aspect, the way in which they envision the, let's say, the upcoming marketing campaigns. Um, they will focus on some strategies for the development, meaning that they already know the importance of ads. I don't know why. I mean, for some people, ads might seem like, yeah, okay, I'm seeing them on a daily basis. And that's the point. That's exactly the point. Seeing them on a daily basis kind of catches and draws attention. So they're going to focus on that to achieve some brand incorporation. At the moment, they barely launched. Uh, I'm going to say a couple of hours ago, literally, like I think it was 2 or 3 hours ago, something like that. Um, so definitely, they want to have a brand incorporation and integration done to try and, let's say, propose themselves as an ideal partner to, let's say, local venues or gym equipment producers, people that support a healthy lifestyle, influencers on the space, and we have so many of them on the healthy fitness and lifestyle, so on and so forth. Um, Through that particular marketing, token marketing is on the go right now on the Dexos and CMC and CG, DexView, PooCoin, whatever those aspects are, they will follow them rigorously, definitely. But most importantly, the project marketing is where they want to, let's say, have a different angle and a different view with the full plan to gather as many followers, even from the outside. This is where I felt it's interesting. They're not focusing only on the crypto people, they're focusing on the external people as well, right? So if you're not in crypto, you can still gain access to our application. And by let's say understanding that it has so much potential, then you will probably get dragged into this crazy world in which we live in. Of course, on the marketing side, and this is probably where I end my statement, the ultimate goal for an application and a project such as this is to achieve and obtain a competitive positioning, right? A lot of competition, fierce competition over the space. Uh, if you think at a larger scale, you will probably understand that once you join an application such as this one, it does require you to pay upfront for a subscription, monthly, 6 months, or a year. You don't know what's going to happen 6 months from now, a year from now. So, maybe you're not feeling comfortable. This one, on the other hand, is going to give you trial features to let you know this is what you can achieve, what you can accomplish. And that's how, through all of these and so many others, they want to have brand recognition at the top priority for the project. By doing so, it's only a matter of time until you kind of attract users, purchasers, holders, generate leads, and so on and so forth. That's pretty much what I wanted to add for your community, Mary.
Very good. All right. I have a question. I think maybe this one is interesting from the Twitter here. I'm reading the feed. Since we will be using an AI bot, how can you assure us that the bot would not miss any day's routine?
That's interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
how uh, to kind of ensure you. Well, I mean, the bot is set in the way in which you want it to be set. If it does so happen, so let's say, for example, you set it on a 7 day per week. You want that particular bot to interact with you on a daily basis, letting you know via push notifications or alarms, depending on the upcoming events, what you should or should not do. Are you on track or not, right? Whatever activity. If it so happens that you set the bot for, what's tomorrow? Tuesday. And you're thinking, man, Tuesday, I know for a fact that 4 a.m., 4 p.m., sorry, come that time, I'm going to hit the gym. And also, I have the bot that's going to tell me. If it doesn't do that, then that's probably a glitch, which you should report towards the team forward. Again, it's an incipient, we're at an incipient stage right now, barely launched. So I am expecting a couple of bugs here and there. But again, bugs are part of the development process. So that's pretty much how you progress with a project. As far as insurance, I mean, I can give none, and pretty much the team can say that it's going to work, but unless you test it, whatever they say, it's relevant, man. So
How many
yeah,
people have tested it already, or how many have signed up? Do you know that?
at least on the testnet, I believe they had a pool of about 70 people that interacted with that particular one.
Mm-hmm.
On the application side, I don't have that information, unfortunately.
So here's another interesting question from North, actually. Do you think it will be easier for physical gym to adoption the GYMAI system and use it in their daily routines? Will it be connected to a real gym, or can a real gym adopt to this?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, the end goal is, of course, to be adopted by gyms, because think about it this way: you're already at the gym, you've been working there for so many months or years, whatever, and then at some point, it does let you know, listen, have you heard about this application? This is what you can do.
Mm.
However, you must tackle probably smaller gyms at first, because if you do so and they do integrate this one, what will their trainers, physical, real human beings, do? Will they support this, knowing that at some point it can do their job better and cheaper? Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a competition that you're bringing forward, and again, some gyms, not all gyms have trainers. I've been to some gyms and those were not trainers; those were people, I would call them. So definitely something like this can only raise their standards. But for the big ones, maybe they have what it takes, and they don't really want to bring this, open a can of jar and have people, kind of quit and say, listen, you brought this little dude that's doing the job better than me. I'm out, man. I'm going to find another job.
Mm-hmm. But do you need to do KYC to sign up to the app?
No,
Sign up to the
no, definitely not. For the basic information that's required, I mean, your wallet integration to kind of figure out the token balance. Name, again, name can be fake if you feel the need. Like, my name is Alex, but I can put, I don't know, boss or whatever I feel the need. Bubble tea. I don't know. Uh,
bubble tea. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It does require an email address because they have a plan. This is one of their, I'm gonna call them OGs, OG marketing strategy. They want to implement a newsletter, but also a progress report. There's going to be one extractable from your tracker. The user dashboard has a tracker to let you know for the past week you've done this, for the past month you've done this, and so on and so forth. But they do want to incorporate that at a later time, with a automatically sent report, right? On a monthly basis, here's pretty much your monthly report for January. According
Mm-hmm.
to the statistics put in, you did this, you did that, you lost weight, or you bulked up, or whatever it is. And the more you interact with that report, letting the bot know, listen, I don't need this piece of information. You can add columns and filter it to, keep you even better informed if that's the case. Not that you don't have the access to the information, but this traditional marketing strategy is something that I miss from back in the day, and I feel it would kind of catch up with the market.
All right. So uh, let's let's check this again. If you want to use the app, do you need to have the token? Do you need to connect your wallet to use the app?
You need to connect your wallet, but you don't need to have the token at first. There will be some
Okay.
basic benefits. Yeah, it does require a wallet connection. First of all, because it's blockchain adapted, but it doesn't actually know, okay, so you don't need to connect your wallet because you're not holding the token. Everybody do it. If you have a balance, it's going to be there. If not, you can purchase one later for sure.
Okay. So let's see if we have someone we can unmute in here. I see.
Yeah, overall, if I may add like a small comment, one of the common questions that I did receive, and I'm pretty sure the team has as well, was pretty much, how does AI play a part in this particular field of interest, right? I mean, does it actually help me or not? From what I came to learn, with the support of the team and their project, the answer to that is definitely yes, because it kind of revolutionizes fitness through making those particular workouts uh, maybe easier for some, maybe more comfortable because you can actually end up training in your own home. Uh, you can use this one on the go. You can use it in the park, pretty much everywhere. While on the other hand, if you have a trainer, typically I would say you don't want him in your place and you don't want to go over to his place. So the gym is probably the best way to meet. So it eliminates that particular factor if there is or was on the table, and it enables another layer of content that can easily be accessed by anyone, right? So many classes and so many let's say the meal side, the classes personally, because I've trained in the past, I feel it's super easy, right? Once you get the hang of it. But the meal side, the nutrition part, understanding what you should eat per day, because most of the trainers out there do recommend, listen, you can eat whenever you want, and people disregard that. People disregard it at what level? Okay, so what is it now? It's 10. Okay, he said I can eat whenever I want. I'm gonna order a pizza. Not like that. You can eat whenever you want if your macros are still to be reached. Macros meaning, of course, the protein, the fat,
Yeah,
and others, so on and so forth. Yeah.
it's interesting. So let's have Saltima. I unmuted you. Do you have a question for Alex? Okay.
Hello. Yeah, I have a
Hello.
question. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, let's hear your question.
My question is there are very plenty gym apps and sites out there. So what distinguish this your gym AI from other popular ones? And how do users earn reward?
Definitely. Thanks for the question, Saltima. Um, let me start with the second one, for example. How do users earn rewards? I'm going to say through a variety of activities. I did mention them earlier, but not a problem if you were not around. There's going to be some competitions and some events, weekly and monthly events, in which you can participate and earn rewards, either on a leaderboard if they plan to implement that, and if they can manage let's say, the botting method, or through a random basis. There's going to be some courses as well in which you can participate, and at the end you're going to get rewarded as they progress, and as their name becomes more recognized. They can implement partnerships and sponsorships, awarding you with rewards not only in their native token but in merchandise as well, either their own if they plan to develop, or maybe someone that wanted to join as a sponsor wanted to fund, I don't know, 100 gym belts, or I don't know, dumbbells or flat bars, Z bars, whatever, right? The purpose of these particular collaborations is so that everybody wins, and in a sponsorship everybody would win. Um, those are some ways in which you can earn rewards from this particular one. I did mention there's a gamified experience that will start to, let's say, to kind of have a more clearer shape, right? Um, come probably mid of this month, if not closer to the end of the month. You're gonna start seeing some announcements on that, probably, if all goes according to the plan. Um, More than one ways, I would say, right? There is indeed a portion of the supply strictly allocated for that, 10% to be precise. Um, then the first question, I mean, Definitely agree with you. There are a lot of applications right now. Uh, if I were to ask you right now to name one application that is free, it doesn't require a subscription at first, right? Uh, it's awarding you with meal plans, courses, educational content, um, some brain relaxing exercises, if I may call them like that. State of mind is everything when it comes to training. Just to let you guys know, I did research it when I was training. It does help a lot. Um, and so many other features without requiring you to pay 49 or 50 bucks or 100 bucks to have a subscription. If there are, and maybe I'm not aware of, then I stand corrected, but I've never heard of a top quality one because the information that you obtain from that is very important. Um, Another thing that I probably should have stressed a bit more, when it comes to the educational side, this particular AI contribution is going to play a key role in educating people, right? Should you combine chest exercise with leg exercise? Sure, you can combine them in whatever way you want, but the optimal way, according to statistics, studies, and so many other coaches and trainers and achieved bodybuilders, is that the best way to do is, I don't know, chest and triceps, chest and biceps, whatever the proper way, optimal way is, right? Now again, how many exercises per muscle group, right? How many reps, how many sets? Those are things that some of the applications don't recommend. Just do, I don't know, 50, I don't know, do 15, do 20, do 25 until you get burned out. And what then? You're going to take a break for at least 20 minutes and you're going to spend 6 hours in a gym training chest and, I don't know, biceps. So these are important facts, not to mention the posture. The posture and the motion is something that I've seen in the gym, and I'm pretty sure you guys as well, throwing their arms around and then squatting like crazy, complaining that their back hurts because the posture is incorrect, right? Through AI supported platform, it's going to have some tutorials on the exercise. Like, have you ever performed squats? No. Okay. I would suggest, again, that's what the application would say, to
So will
watch
you
this
be able
tutorial.
to film yourself and then the AI says, no, you're standing wrong or doing this wrong?
At first, it's not going to let you, let's say, film yourself, but what it will do is guide you exactly step by step. And trust me, when it comes to, let's say, certain exercises, it's simple, right? It tells you, listen, put your legs like this, again, 45 degrees. You feel the actual motion when you do, and by doing it, you do understand that what you were doing in the past was wrong compared to how you feel your muscle interact right now. It's exactly how even online coaching works. A lot of coaches right now do online stuff, um, but I'm gonna say in a simpler way. That's probably the answer to your question, Saltima, to both of your questions, and why the team feels that they have the edge when it comes to, let's say, the popularity increasing more on an application such as this compared to a standard regular application.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your response.
Thank you, Saltima. I unmuted one more. Do you have time for one more question, Alex? I know you're on your way soon, but maybe one short question.
Yeah, definitely. Let's make another one for sure.
So DJ Crypto, I unmuted you. Do you have a question? DJ Crypto, are you here? Nope.
Yes, yes. Hello, hello. Oh, you heard me?
You're here? Okay. Do you have a question?
Okay. Okay. I have question. What's your anti-inflation mechanism in your project? Okay, that's all.
Your what? Did you understand that, Alex?
No, I was just gonna ask if you can restate that.
Okay, okay, okay. Another question. Um, how about partnership and collaboration? What you plan to our people know about your project? That's
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this I feel I cannot stress enough. Thanks for the question, DJ Crypto. To sign up for a partnership right now, in the exterior, right? If you want to partner yourself with tokens on the blockchain, you can probably go ahead and do so. We've seen so many pumps via, let's say, token collaborations. But in the end, for a project with this utility, what benefit would it distribute? I don't know, a couple of purchases here and there that would just generate extra liquidity for people that want to speculate on the price, and that's pretty much it. On the other hand, what the team is interested to do, again, not only to grow the, let's say, the scarcity of the project, but because they feel it's the proper progression path, is to keep on developing, keep on improving their utility. So, within, let's say, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks, or a month from now, because at the moment, the data, the data and the statistics are way too, let's say, small to even be able to offer them as a leverage. Um, Within, let's say, let's take a look here. You launched today, so 3 weeks from now, right? Somewhere 6th, 7th of March, whatever. You go forward and you look at your data and your user database and how many people downloaded the app, how many people worked through the app, how many people did this, how many people did that. And from there on, should your numbers be good as expected, you can probably start a collaboration, a partnership announcement, or even try to search for a small sponsor, letting them know, listen, this is what's happening. You would have the opportunity to invest in something good, and this is what backs it up. So at the moment, that's how they plan to put things forward. As I was saying earlier, the project marketing itself, a bit more important and at a whole different level than the token marketing. Token marketing can be achieved with proper individuals across the space, right? I would say not that complicated if you know the proper people, but to put your project forward to crypto and non-crypto affiliated websites and platforms and so on and so forth, that's a whole different level. First of all, ads are expensive. Second of all, people must agree that you are integrated in the blockchain, and they are not. So if you post your project on a non-related crypto platform, they have to understand pretty much the perks of being in crypto and so on and so forth. It's kind of hard within the couple of hours of launch to expect to have a partnership, but they are working through that, and I believe it's just a matter of time. If they push on the proper, let's say, if they push the proper buttons, someone will say, sooner or later, I'm going to sponsorship this, or I'm going to join as an affiliated sponsor, or whatever the term might be, in order to support the development of such a project, right? Again, they would probably need to be fast-paced, and I'm talking about the GYMAI team here, because more and more tokens are being developed on a daily basis. I mean, definitely, we might see another one trying to accomplish whatever they do, and you never know. So yeah, you probably want to cement yourself as the pioneer, if the pioneer, of course, in this particular domain. Hopefully that manages to answer your question, and thank you for the
Thank you,
pretty much for the
DJ Crypto.
engagement.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. Yeah, I wanted to ask one other question. I scrolled through, and it was about NFTs. Are there going to be an NFT collection coming out, or is that in the pipeline? Do you know?
There was a discussion with the team, but for now, they couldn't actually, let's say, fill in the gaps. How would you use NFTs? Like, what would be their main interest? Just to put them forward, like, we're gonna have a collection. You can mint it, and it's gonna support what, right? That was
Yeah. Okay.
the path that they didn't find. So at the moment, I'm gonna say maybe in the, I don't know, Q3, Q4, maybe. For now, it's not a plan.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that was it from the question. We don't really have more time to take more questions, but we do have time, Alex, for your closing statement. And thank you so much for coming and bringing us the presentation of this GYMAI project.
Definitely. Well, I mean, I don't even know how to pretty much end. Always on a positive note when I come here. I feel like I'm, I don't feel it like a, like a business interview discussion. Feel like a friendly conversation. So yeah, definitely always a pleasure to be here, feeling comfortable. I even enjoyed a bit of water here on the side. I don't know if you guys managed to feel that or not. So thanks a lot for I want to say the warm atmosphere that you guys are creating. Continue to do what you do, because communities such as yourself do raise the hope that it can be better in the space. I've been hosted by so many communities, and without disrespect, some of them were just not according to standards. I would pretty much say that. So definitely, thank you again for what you guys put forward and what you bring forward with every session, with every post, with every content and piece of information that you guys have. Hopefully, I'm gonna be back soon. But until then, trade wisely, stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy yourself, and enjoy life and relax.
Oh, thank you, Alex, for those kind words. And you're always welcome here, you know that. And everyone, thank you. I see some of you were here all 3 AMAs today, and I thank you so much for your support. And yeah, I think we're back tomorrow again. And Alex, I wish the team the best of luck with this project, the AI Gym AI, and yeah, maybe we'll lose some weight. Let's see.
Definitely, Mary. Thanks a lot again for the amazing hosting. Wishing you guys a great rest of your day, evening, or afternoon. I'm gonna prepare for the next one, but until then, take care, you guys. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Good night, Alex. And yeah, you have one more. I will now take off and relax the rest of my evening here. And you guys out there, great to have you as always. Come back tomorrow and we'll have more for you then. So, good night and goodbye.